And welcome back, rugby fans, to Rugby 411. As always, I'm your host. My name is Joshua Shibata, and this is our pick'ems for Week 7 of the MLR 2023 season. We have a full slate of games this week. 6 games. Everybody is playing. Nobody's on byes. First time since the beginning of the season that this is happening. We have a game on Friday, we have a game on Saturday, and then 4 games on Sunday. So a full weekend of rugby. Can't get any better than that. Again, you can watch all the games live and on demand on the Rugby Network, except for the very first game, because that's going to be on Fox Sports 2. And just remember, guys, after the game is aired on Fox Sports 2, you got to wait 24 hours until it then pops up on the Rugby Network. So, with the exception of the very first game, all the other games you can watch live and on demand. You can only watch live the first game on Fox Sports 2. If you don't have that, you got to wait 24 hours and then it'll be uploaded on the Rugby Network. So, you might as well get the Rugby Network because you can watch all the games live. Again, most of them on demand. And it's every game from the whole entire season. So download the app. It's great, especially if you are a huge rugby fan and a Major League Rugby fan at that. So let's go over the games. Let's go over the picks. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to make some controversial picks this week just because I'm pretty far back in the rankings and standings. And I'm just going to have to start making some gutsy calls. And hopefully the rugby gods will be in my favor. So, first game of the weekend, kicking off. Remember, it's Friday. We have a game, so you've got to turn your picks in early. Friday, March 31st, all the kickoff times are Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The New England Free Jacks go over to Zion Stadium in Utah to face the Utah Warriors. Now, two teams that have been very, very good. Utah coming off a very impressive win over the Toronto Arrows. Granted, they are the worst team in the league by my standards. New England Free Jacks looking very, very good, despite my early criticism of them going into the season. This is going to be one of my early controversial picks because I got to make some headway. I feel a lot of people are going to pick New England for this win. Home field advantage is a thing. I feel Utah, as much as they are streaky, they are a good team. I'm going to go with Utah with this pick. But it's, I wouldn't be surprised with how streaky Utah is if Utah completely lays an egg and New England comes in to Utah Stadium, the Zion Stadium, and completely dominates the home team. Moving on. This is going to be an exciting game. I say it even though I'm laughing because it's with the two bottom-ranked teams in my power rankings. Saturday, April 1st, 5:05 p.m., we have the Toronto Arrows visiting Choctaw Stadium to take on the Dallas Jackals. One win between these two teams. Dallas is still looking for their very first win in franchise history. I told you guys from the start of the season that Dallas will get not only their first win of their franchise, but 2 of them this season. I tell you right now, this is going to be the first one of those games. Dallas Jackals will beat the Toronto Arrows. Toronto has been struggling this entire season. They are depleted with injuries. Dallas has been so close. This is going to be the game, guys. They're finally going to get their first win of franchise history at Choctaw Stadium. So the first win for the Choctaw Stadium as well. Then we move on. 4 games on Sunday. First one, Sunday, April 2nd, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time kickoff. Houston SaberCats, this is going to be a good one too. Houston SaberCats taking on the Chicago Hounds in Geek Seek Stadium. Hopefully the weather is much better for them this time around. There's going to be no thunderstorms. Houston has been looking very, very impressive. I want to say Houston is going to win this game. But again, I'm going to have to make some controversial picks here. I feel Chicago is a very good team. There's just a couple of issues that they have. I want to say that they play better at home because there is a home pitch advantage. Houston may come in caught off guard. Chicago has such a talented team. Again, this is going to be a controversial pick because I can easily see Houston winning it, but I need to make some leeway. I feel the Chicago Hounds will pull the upset off at home against the Houston SaberCats. All right, rugby fans, now we're going to finish up the rest of these games. Again, 4 games on Sunday. The rest of the games on Sunday, we got some really, really exciting games here. 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time kickoff. The Seattle Seawolves, your two-time Major League Rugby champions, going against the hottest team right now in the league, the NOLA Gold, at the gold line. Man, I want to now jump onto the NOLA bandwagon because they have been proving themselves to be a legit team. But Seattle is looking like the top class of the league. So I'm going with Seattle, though they are going to NOLA, which New York proved it's a hard place to play in NOLA. That humidity, that Louisiana weather, it's not easy for a West Coast team like Seattle. But man, Seattle has looked like the best team. But if NOLA could pull off the win against Seattle, really it would kind of cement that NOLA is one of the elite class teams. But I feel Seattle is going to have enough to beat down NOLA in this clash. Also at 12 p.m., Rugby ATL goes to Mount Vernon to play against the reigning defending MLR champions, the Rugby New York Ironworkers. Now, New York has been struggling a lot. Back-to-back losses, really bad losses. They are coming off a bye, so hopefully they kind of given themselves a little bit of time off to recuperate. ATL's been struggling quite a bit. I feel this will be the chance for New York to kind of regroup, rebuild, come back stronger. Hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see. And then, 1 p.m., the last game of the weekend, Old Glory DC goes over to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego to take on the very tough San Diego Legion. As much as I feel Old Glory DC is one of the best teams in the East, I told you guys at the preseason, the Western Conference, I feel, is the better conference. The teams there are going to be more dominant over the East, and this is going to be a chance again for that to be proven. San Diego has been playing very, very good rugby, and I feel that they will have enough to take out Old Glory DC. But again, a lot of fun games this week. If you're on my Super Brew Pick'em pool, make sure you get your picks in before Friday. We have a Friday game. There's a full slate of games this week, guys. 6 games, 4 on Sunday, 1 on Friday, 1 on Saturday. Nothing better than having a full weekend of Major League Rugby action. So don't miss it. Hope you guys enjoy. And as always, thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you on the pitch.